Hi friends, today's lesson is all about timelines. Our learning goal for today says, I can order events on a timeline. Okay, so what is a timeline? Well, a timeline is exactly what it says. It's a line. Good name, huh? It's a big long line, and what it does on that line is it does important work. It organizes events in order. When we talked about retelling a story, we talked about the events or the things that happen in the story. So a timeline takes things that happen and it puts them in order. It's a nice tool to help us organize the things that happen. Usually when we use a timeline, we're talking about someone's life. So we start at the beginning of their life and then we pick out big important dates and we put those on the line in an organized way. And then finally, we use the dates to help keep us organized. I'm going to show you how to build a timeline by telling you about my friend Henry. Okay? So, here's my friend Henry as a baby. Isn't he so cute? I know. And Henry was born in 1981. Now, to you, that probably seems like a long time ago, but Henry's my good friend, and we were born at the exact same time, so it doesn't seem like that long. So Henry was born in 1981. When Henry was 5, he started kindergarten, and this says in 1986, Henry started kindergarten. My, he's grown. Here's Henry when he started college. Henry went to college in 1999. He loved college. College was so much fun. And then here's Henry as an adult. This is how I know him now. In 2010, Henry finished medical school and became a doctor. Okay, so I just told you about different important events in Henry's life. Now, I'm going to use a timeline to organize everything and create a timeline about Henry's life. So, if I'm making a timeline, I have to start with the most important thing first, which is, ding, 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 you got it, the line, of course. All right, now I'm going to think back about the information that we read about Henry. And all the dates I'm going to put in order that they happened, based on the year. The way I'm going to do that is I'm just going to put the dates on the line first in order. So, we had 1981, 1986, 1999, and 2010. Now, just like in a story, I want to start with the beginning and then go to the middle and then the end. So I started at the very beginning, 1981, and I worked my way through the events to 2010. Okay, so I put it in order on the line. And now what I want to do is I want to go back and think about the information about the events and add that to the timeline. All right, so in 1981, do you remember what happened first in Henry's life? Good, yeah. He was born. That's normally what happens first in our lives. All right, so Henry was born in 1981. And do you see how I matched up the event in order with the date? See the date and then the event is right underneath it. I didn't have to write a lot about it because timelines are just supposed to be a quick little snapshot into all of the big events. So I'm not going to write a paragraph about all the information about when he was born, but just I'm going to say it really quickly. All right, let's move on to 1986. So Henry was born in 1986. Do you remember in 1981. And then in 1986, he started something really important. Do you remember what that was? Good job, yeah. He started kindergarten. Kindergarten is such an important year because it's when you start being a school student. Like my kiddo likes to call him a school-ager, a student who gets to go to school. And school is, of course, so important. We have to add that to our timeline. All right, so he went to elementary school and kindergarten, and then in 1999, he started college. That's where you'll go after you finish high school, probably. All right, and then finally, after college, he went on to become a doctor. He had to go to a whole bunch of college and a special school for doctors. And then in 2010, he officially was a doctor. Now let's look at our timeline. I made sure that it was nice and neat, and that line, actually, the beginning of our timeline, helped to keep us organized. It's such a good tool. If you looked at this timeline really quickly, would you be able to tell me what happened at different points of Henry's life? Yeah. It's a good tool for putting things in order, and then also giving us a quick peek into the big things that happen in someone's life. Question for you. I didn't add in there all the trips that Henry took to McDonald's, or the time that he had an upset tummy ache. No, I didn't put those on my timeline. Why do you think I didn't add those in? You're right, friend, because they're not super big important events. Okay, so timelines normally only tell like the most important events. All right, good. Well, friends, our learning goal said I can order events on a timeline, and that's exactly what we did today. So my question for you is this. What would be first on your timeline? I want you to go ahead and seesaw a picture to me. I want you to draw a picture of what would happen first on your timeline, and then make sure you add in the date. I can't wait to see how your timeline would begin.